This is the Nicholas Lodge multi-flower hat board. This is used when creating sugar flowers in what is often referred to as Mexican hat method, which is going to make almost like a sombrero shape, and we use this for a lot of filler flowers. In the pack there is the main mat here, and there are 4 additional little feet. These are risers which we use when we do very long backed flowers. I'm going to show you how this works first of all without the feet. Now, as you can see, there are 3 holes here, large, medium and small. So depending on what size blossom or flower you're making, would be depending on which size of the cavities, these have a countersunk edge which enables you to get a really nice shape. A lot of pads that come with holes in like this, you don't get a really nice shape because you get a very much a right angle, but this countersunk edge makes a big difference. Now we take our ball of paste, all right, so if you were, for example, going to make like little blossoms like this, you would use generally like a medium-sized one. So all you do here is take your little ball of paste like this, and you're just going to press that onto here, all right, press it down, and then using a stick or a pin. Generally don't use a large size rolling pin because a large size rolling pin will impact the paste into here. Just going to roll across the top like so, and then when you take this off, when you peel this off and turn it over, you're going to have your little hat shape at the back. And because this has got a texture on it, it makes it very, very easy to cut out and get a clean edge on there as well. So just going to cut that out. When you pop that out, this is going to give you a little flower. So if you're just doing like a little blossom type of flower, it makes it very easy. Now you can also, when you do just using it as a regular, sometimes in my instructions, I would use a ball, and that gives you a medium back. When you do flowers that are more shallow back, you flatten it like almost like a hamburger. Okay, so you flatten it like this, and then again, you just take this, press this onto the top. It's going to roll across the top here. This is how I'm using here my medium pin, and this is going to give you, as I said, a flower with more of a shallow back. And you see here it shows obviously a smaller one. And this would also work for a blossom, but generally a smaller size blossom would be used like this. Now when we are doing flowers, let's say like for example a jasmine, a bouvardia, or a honeysuckle that's got a long back, all you do here is you put your little feet underneath here and just position these to about the sort of size of the board like that. All right, so what this does, it raises this up. And then if you were doing a flower like, for example, let's say like a honeysuckle, you're going to start off with a carrot shape. All right, so here you'd actually start off with a carrot shape, all right, because we want a longer back. That would generally, most of those smaller filler flowers like bouvardia, jasmine, honeysuckle are made on the small hole. You're going to press this down, and then here you can also use your large stick. Remember, the large stick comes in a pack with a small and large stick here. We're just going to roll this over. And so in the case of, say, for example, like a honeysuckle, the honeysuckle is a longer shaped flower. If it was just like a little bouvardia, you just make it into a circle. And again, when you peel this off and take this out and turn this over, you see how you've got your back of your flower. And then when you take your cutter and you cut out the honeysuckle shape, so this will give you your shape for your honeysuckle. You just pop this out. So you see how you're going to get your nice back to your flower. So that is the multi-flower hat board. So very useful for flower making, but especially when you're making flowers with this sort of classic hat technique, a perfect accessory. And remember, you only need to use the little risers when you're doing flowers that have longer backs. Because of the depth of here, you can see that that wouldn't be long enough unless you have the extenders on the bottom.